Testing one, two, three. I just want to be heard. Thanks, thanks, Owen. Appreciate it.
I gotta raise this chair. Oh, wow, you can't even see my face.
Do the muting. There's Tony. Looks like
Good evening and welcome to the September 28th, 2021 council meeting for Albridge Township. Please rise for a pledge of allegiance. Please remain standing for a moment of silence and for our prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As customary in this chamber, we stand for a moment to remember those who are protecting our freedoms, both here and abroad, for our first responders, for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. A moment of silence, please. Mr. Pasquini, our prayer, please.
Yes. Dear Lord, bless thy servants in the ministry of public affairs who serve thee in this meeting. Give us quiet minds and hearts that we may hear your voice. Help us to know when to speak, when to be silent. Give us strength to oppose the wrong and uphold the right. And grant that we have a good conscience and soul at peace with thee and with one another. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, and please be seated.
Ms. Brown,
Here.
Mr. De Palma,
Here.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Here.
Mr. Merwin is absent. Mr. Murphy,
Here.
Mr. Piscitty,
Here.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Here.
Ms. Walker,
Here.
President Sohor.
Here.
We have 8 present.
Okay.
This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice has been given to the newspaper and notice of the meeting has been posted in public places. Next open public meeting of the council will be held on October 12th, 2021 at 7:30 p.m.
Thank you and welcome, everyone. The first item this evening will be a hearing, mass assembly at Albridge Raceway Park for October Beer Fest.
Council President, present here tonight, we have Kate Hilton, the representative for Old Bridge Raceway Park. Ms. Hilton was just promoted to panelist.
Okay, good evening, Ms. Hilton.
Ms. Hilton, you're muted.
Oh, there we go. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are
Good
you?
evening.
Can you please summarize your event for council?
Sure. It is a beer festival on Saturday, October 16th, from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. will be a VIP, and then 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. will be open to everybody else. We will have our 2 BLS ambulances fully staffed, as well as the needed SOAR registered officers are booked. I do want to just say that I apologize for the Tough Mudder event. I know that there was some mix-up, and just want to apologize for that. There was a little bit of miscommunication, I believe, with the booking agency, and just it is all handled in March.
Okay, thank you. Just before we go forward, I just want to announce that Mr. Merwin arrived at 7:33 p.m. Just for our attendance of the record. So Ms. Hilton, you confirm that you have 2 BLS units, which is 2 ambulances and 4 EMTs for the event?
Correct.
Because you have an anticipated attendance of 1,500 attendees.
Correct.
Okay, and can you just confirm that all items that were submitted with the application will be complied with in accordance with the ordinance on its assembly?
Yes.
Thank you. Council questions?
We'd like to open it now. Does the council have any questions for Ms. Hilton? No? Okay. Seeing no hands, then we'll open it to the public.
So I do have to open the hearing for this mass assembly to the public. I've just shared information for how to raise your hand in Zoom. Our Zoom call-in phone number is 929-205-6099. Our Zoom ID is 889-1716-6171. Our passcode for the Zoom ID is 409885. To raise your hand in Zoom, this would be to make a public comment only on the mass assembly for Old Bridge Raceway Park, their October Beer Fest. So once you are in our Zoom, you can press *9 from your phone, Option or Alt-Y from your Mac or PC, or in your phone or computer app, you can choose the option for raise hand. Council President, I do not have any raised hands for this matter.
Okay, seeing no raised hands, I will now close the public portion of for the comments.
Council consideration.
Okay, now we'll council consideration.
I'll move it.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Rizzoli, second by Councilwoman Greenberg Bella.
Man.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Mr. Merwin,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy, Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
thank you. Mr. Piscitty,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Sohor.
Yes,
We have 9 ayes.
okay, thank you, Ms. Hilton, for being available this evening.
Thank you both very much. Thank you all very much.
Thanks.
Have a great night.
Have a good night. Next will be our bill list, Mrs. Walker.
Accounts payable, $10,569,988.41. September 17, 2021 payroll, $914,417.35. September 17, 2021 payroll overtime, $37,099.13. Total of $11,521,504.89.
Move it.
I have a motion by Councilman Rizzoli,
Second,
second by Mrs. Walker, Councilwoman Walker. And now, Mr. Shaw, can we have a report on the overtime, please?
Thank you, Council President. As Councilwoman Walker indicated, the total overtime for this pay period was $37,099.13. There was no uptick in any other department. For police department, the SWAN officer, overtime was $33,347.08. Deduct grant, $6,610.70. Deduct ETO, $1,133.53. Net overtime was $25,602.85, representing 437.50 man and women hours. No special event this pay period. There were 2 officers quarantined. That concludes my report, Council President.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Mr. Merwin,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Piscitty,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
yes.
President Sohor.
Yes.
We have 9 ayes.
Okay, next will be approval of minutes of previous meeting. Combined council meeting minutes of December 14th, 2020. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Councilwoman Greenberg Belli, second by Mr. Piscitty, Councilman Piscitty.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Mr. Merwin,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Piscitty,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Sohor.
Yes.
We have 9 ayes.
Minutes of council combined meeting on February 23rd, 2021. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Okay, moved by Councilman Piscitty, second by Councilman Rizzoli.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Mr. Merwin,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Piscitty,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Sohor.
Yes.
That's 9 ayes.
Okay, next is our consent agenda. I'd like to take a motion and a second, and then we'll do separations.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, moved by Councilwoman Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Rizzoli. Separations, please.
Ms. Brown, do you have any separations tonight?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. De Palma, do you have any separations tonight?
Just C11.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Greenberg Belli, any separations tonight?
Yes, see, they moved it. You can go on, I'll tell you in a minute. They moved it in the number.
Okay, I apologize. Mr. Merwin, do you have any separations?
C11 was it, anyway, it was already moved.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Merwin, do you have any separations?
No.
Mr. Murphy, do you have any separations?
No.
Thank you. Mr. Piscitty? Mr. Piscitty, you're muted.
Sorry, C3.
C3,
Yes.
thank you. Ms. Walker, do you have any separations? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Rizzoli, I skipped you. I'm so sorry.
No separations, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Walker,
No, thank you.
President Zohor?
No, I'm good, thank you.
So on the remainder, Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes,
Mr. Merwin,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy. Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Piscitty,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Zohor.
Yes.
We have 9 ayes.
Okay, next will be C3. Councilman Piscatty?
Yeah, there was no backup on this. I wanted to see what the contract consists of. Can you help me out here, Mancho? This is the vacant properties.
Right, hold on one second, I'm looking at that. There was this contract was previously approved last year. We're just repeating the contract.
Yeah, it's an extension.
Same terms and condition. So I see it's not attached. I can certainly email you a copy of the last year's contract.
Okay, that'd be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll get that email to you, okay?
Thank you very much.
I'll email to all the council members.
Okay, and then I'll move it.
second,
Okay, moved by Councilman Piscatty, second by Councilwoman Greenberg Belli.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
yes,
Mr. Merwin,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Piscitty,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Zohor.
Yes.
We have 9 ayes.
Okay, next will be C11, Councilman De Palma.
Since Councilwoman Belli wanted to separate it as well, I'll allow her to go first.
Okay,
Yes.
Councilwoman Belli.
so basically, I would like an explanation about this, so the residents understand the things that we do to enhance the schools, and, you know, that we really focus on maintaining things and assisting in every way that we can and making the area safe for the school kids and improving infrastructure for the school children and also children with disabilities. So if they could just explain it and, you know, to go over this and highlight this so the residents understand what is being done by Madison Park School.
Okay, first, I just want
Councilwoman Nicole Shapiro will provide the full explanation of this request that she's been working on for this grant.
okay, but Mr. Shaw, before she begins, I just want to read it for those at home so they know what this C11 is.
Sure.
Thank you.
It's a resolution authorizing the submission of the DOT's FY 2022 Safe Routes to School grant application for Madison Park Elementary School pedestrian safety improvements. Good evening, Mrs. Shapiro. How are you tonight?
Good evening, Council President, Council. I think traditionally in Albridge, we're always seeing applications for grants that we're applying for linear development improvements in our roadways, in our infrastructure, as far as drainage and curbing. And, you know, there's times where our the federal government helps and assists and puts out grants for safe routes to school. In the Madison Park area, we have gotten in the past complaint that there's no sidewalks and that, you know, children have to walk into the roadway so that they could, you know, get to school. We kept that in the back of our minds, but Fred Kish, the assistant township engineer, had taken the lead on this grants application when it came out. And he actually took a look at all the schools within our sort of our elementary school, whether it was public or private. And we took a look to see where there was a lack in sidewalks. And Madison Park community actually was sort of top of the list. We're not in usually the business of constructing sidewalks, but when a Safe Routes to School grant application comes in front of us, we definitely would like to take that opportunity. I have to say, from what Mr. Kish, our Assistant Township Engineer, has shown me on the questions that they're asking, it's a tough grant application, but we'd like to try. Our cost estimate, as you saw in the backup, is about north of $400,000. It will create 4 main legs of sidewalk that surround the school, so that there's sort of a main guide to get you to school. So if you're coming from different areas in the Madison Park community, you could kind of funnel to one of these 4 legs, and that'll take you the rest of the way to school, let's say. So we're trying to start off from the existing legs of sidewalk that are around the school and trying to add to it. It won't provide sidewalk in the entire community, but it would at least assist in providing some sidewalk within the community and to better the safety of our children.
Thank you very much. That was a very thorough explanation. Thank you so much. Does anyone else have a comment on this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we'll start with Councilman Merwin.
Yeah, Nicole, it's funny you bring this up because my first note here tonight is I'd gotten a call from the president of the PTA at Memorial School, and they were inquiring about sidewalks. And I said, you know, that's usually something that we don't usually do, but I would bring it up. And here we are tonight with this. And their concern is very much over the safety of when they're dropping the kids off on the left-hand side of Eli Avenue, because the right-hand side has been deemed no parking because of the buses. So they park on the left-hand side. The kids hopefully are getting out on the left-hand side, but they're walking in high grass, mud. You know, it's not maintained all the time. And they were inquiring about sidewalks from from Matawan Road on Eli Avenue up to the school. So you're talking maybe 1,000 feet, if that. So if there's a way that you could add this, that would be great. If not, I mean, I would hope that you could, you know, keep that in your mind. All right, thank you.
Mr. Merwin, I will certainly try. I know that we're probably about a week away from submitting the application, so it's probably a little bit late, but let me see. Let me take a look at the area and see what we could add. I'm going to confirm with you that 1,000 feet after probably tomorrow and the next day.
Okay. It's on the left-hand side going in from Matawan Road into the school.
Does anyone else have a comment
all
or a
I'm good, thank you.
question? You good? Okay, anyone else for a comment or a question? Dr. Greenberg?
Nope, they were answered. Thank you.
Okay, very good.
Maybe maybe Mr. De Palma.
Yep, I had the same question as yours. I just wanted to just highlight what the things that we were doing. Also to point out that Superintendent Sinadino is also behind this as well. So hopefully we can get this going. And to Councilman Merwin's point, if we can get the other school as well, the most important thing is getting these kids to school and getting them to school safely.
Okay. All right, does anyone else have a comment? Okay, seeing no hands, roll call, please.
Mrs. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Mr. Merwin,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Piscitty,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Zohor.
Yes.
We have 9 ayes.
Okay, that will conclude the consent agenda. Next will be ordinances for first reading. FR 1, an ordinance amending 235-16 of the Township Code entitled Certificate of Approval Required Prior to Transfer Fee. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Okay, so it was moved by Councilman Pischetti. It was seconded by Councilman Rizzoli.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Mr. Merwin,
I know there's no discussion on first reading, but one question. What, I didn't get a chance to review it. Is the only thing we're removing is the resale? To the
Yes.
attorney, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah, and that, if you remember, that was when we had the discussion, it's to keep the rentals for being inspected and resale of non-rentals is being.
But that's all rentals, right? Single family home.
Correct.
Right, okay.
Rentals.
Yep.
Very good. Thank
Okay.
you. Yes.
thank you. Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Pischetti,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Zohor.
Yes.
That's 9 ayes.
Okay, next will be FR 2, an ordinance of the Township of Albridge extinguishing certain easements in regard to block 5001, lot 13.24, 2G Manzo LLC. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Okay, moved by Councilman Pischetti, second by Councilwoman Walker.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Mr. Merwin. Wait,
Yes.
thank you. Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Pischetti,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Zohor.
Yes.
We have 9 ayes.
Okay, thank you. Next will be report of the Township Clerk.
I do not have any report tonight, Council
Okay,
President.
thank you. Township Attorney, report.
A report, Madam President.
Okay, thank you. And administrative report, Mr. Shah.
Thank you, Council President. Administrative report for September 28, 2021. Item 1, Old Bridge Madawan Road Bridge 3B40 over Lake Lafrettes. Middlesex County and Monmouth County, in cooperation with North Jersey Transportation Planning Authority, the New Jersey Department of Transportation, and the Federal Highway Administration, hosted their second virtual community stakeholder meeting for Old Bridge Madawan Road, County Road 516, Bridge 3B40 over Lake Lafrettes. The meeting was held on Wednesday, September 22nd, 2021, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. The project team leader discussed 5 alternatives and requested stakeholders' input. Notice for the next public meeting will be posted on a township website at oldbridge.com. Item number 2, 2021 annual road resurfacing. Old Bridge Township contractor Mako Inc. will continue milling and resurfacing various streets within the town during the week of September 27, 2021, including Kennedy Boulevard from Texas Road to Eisenhower Drive and a Metropolis Road from Arizona Avenue to Township border. Please visit oldbridge.com/news for the most up-to-date information. Item number 3, PSENG Gas Modernization Improvement Project. PSENG Phase 2 Gas Modernization Improvement Project will upgrade gas main and service line along approximately 23 miles of roadway within Old Bridge Township. They will begin with Phillips Drive between Route 9 and Cottrell Road on or about Monday, October 4th, 2021. They started their public outreach to affected residents yesterday and will give a presentation to council at the next meeting to be held on Tuesday, October 12th, 2021. I just want to alert council member that sometimes next spring, our engineering department will be doing road milling, paving projects on that road. So that will be completely address all the issues on that road. Item number 4, 2020 tax sale. The municipal tax sale was held on September 22nd, 2021 with following result. 22 third-party liens were sold, 20 liens were sold with a premium, 2 liens sold at an interest %, and 1 lien was struck off to the township. A total of $872,000 was collected for premium. And about $97,000 was collected for taxes, interest, and penalty. What it tells is that township properties are very attractive, valuable for a lot of investment. So they are actively participating, bidding on our outstanding list. Unfortunately, their outstanding lien, we are required to take these steps, but there's a lot of interest and there's a lot of value in township properties. Item number 5, fall television pickup. There will be a township-wide pickup of TVs on October 12th and October 14th. We will pick up all TVs, any size, any kind. Please contact the recycling department at 732-721-5600 extension 6107 or email recycling@oldbridge.com to make an appointment. Item number 6, Parks and Recreation. The fall brochure is out and filled with the recreation classes for all ages, including but not limited to dancing, ice skating, and art. Camp Robin is also back for the fall. We are offering a full lineup of programs and activities for our special needs children, teens, and adults. Check out our fall brochures at oldbridge.com/recreation for more information and full listing of classes. Item number 7, before and after school daycare. Currently, we have 411 children enrolled for the before and after school care program. We're down to about 12 students on the wait list from the original number of 96. We're still actively pursuing applicants for open position such as paras, aides, and nurses. To apply, visit oldbridge.com and click on employment opportunities. As we hire new employees, we'll then take children off the wait list in the order they were put on. If you have any question, please reach out to the before and after school care department at afterschool@oldbridge.com, call extension 2395, or visit our website, oldbridge.com/daycare. We hope in the near future, we'll be able to take care of all the children that are on wait. That concludes my report, Council President.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Shaw. I see one hand raised. Mr. Pischetti, do you have a question or a comment for Mr. Shaw?
Yeah, thank you for the report, Mr. Manzo. Very, very good. Very, very nice, precise. I just have one question on the tax sale. What does it mean 1 lien was struck off? What does that mean?
That means there was no bidder on the lien, and when there is no bid on the lien, it gets struck. What it struck off means it township is now owner of that lien. It goes to the township.
Okay, thank you very much. That was it.
Anyone else have a question or a comment for Mr. Shaw? Seeing no hand. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Murphy, you have your hand up?
Yes. Mr. Shaw,
Yes,
I didn't hear exactly what you said about the hydroponics from Arizona to the border. When was it going to be done?
they are actually starting September 27. They'll be working on that road. And I think this is one of the area that you had reached out to me, and we were
Yes, it
looking
is.
into, handling, but it looks like it's going to be taken care of.
Okay, I already have them out there patching, which I'll tell them to stop. They were putting the hot patch down. But I just want
was trying
to,
to reach Nicole, but she was out today.
Okay.
Nicole, confirm that.
I do want to confirm one thing. I already confirmed with Nicole, you keep mentioning from Arizona to the border. I'm hoping you go from where you left off last time, which is about maybe 200 feet from Arizona, and that's 411, and go from 411 to the border. Nicole said she would. I just want to make sure that's confirmed.
Nicole.
As per our conversation, Councilman Murphy, that is confirmed, but we put
Okay, thank you.
areas when we put it in our specs, but that is confirmed.
Thank you very much, Nicole. And good report, Mr. Machu.
Thank you, Councilman.
All right, you're through, Mr. Murphy? Councilman Murphy, are you finished?
Thank you.
Okay. Next, Councilman De Palma.
Yes, I was gonna just mention it in my council comments, but since Mr. Shaw already brought it up, the meeting for the bridge over Lake Lefferts of 516. It was good. It was very well attended. A lot of residents, members of our historical society. Just if folks want to get a idea of what's going on, just make sure you can go out. There's a website. I just wanted to highlight it. It's CR516 bridge over Lake Lefferts.com. So if folks want to take a look at what the project is, you can go onto that and take a look at it. And that's all I had.
Okay, anyone else have a question or a comment? Seeing no hands, I'll ask for a motion.
Move it.
Okay.
Second.
Moved by Dr. Greenberg Belli, second Councilman Mazzola.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Mr. Merwin,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Piscitty,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Zohor.
Yes.
That's 9 ayes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shaw.
You're welcome, Council.
Next will be public comment on any subject matter for a maximum period of 3 minutes.
I just shared instructions for how to raise your hand for our Zoom session if you would like to make a public comment. I will note that our public comment portion is limited to 3 minutes. The township clerk will keep time during any public comments made. In order to raise your hand, please join our Zoom session. Our call-in number is 929-205-6099. Our Zoom ID is 889-1716-6171, and our passcode is 409885. Once you are in our Zoom session, you can press *9 from your phone, Option or Alt-Y from your Mac or PC, or choose the raise hand option in your phone or computer app. I will give a moment to see if we have any public comments at this time. Council President, we do not have any raised hands at this time.
Okay,
to close.
have a motion to close.
Motion to close.
Second.
Okay, second by Councilman Rizzoli. Made the motion, second by Councilman Piscitty.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. De Palma,
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli,
Yes.
Mr. Merwin,
Yes.
Mr. Murphy,
Yes.
Mr. Piscitty,
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
President Zohor.
Yes.
That's 9 ayes to close live public comment. Council President, I did not receive any written comments this evening to read for the council.
Okay, thank you. And next will be council member comments.
Ms. Brown, do you have any comments for the council tonight?
No, thank you.
Mr. De Palma?
Yes, just real quick, we had a busy Saturday in and around the town center with Albridge Day and other activities. I just wanted to thank all the township employees for all their hard work in getting that set up, getting that broken down. It was a great day. It was an absolute great turnout. It was great to see so many of our township residents out and enjoying themselves. So I would like to thank Matt and everyone that was involved in getting that day set up. What a wonderful day, wonderful event. So thank you guys very, very much. Also on Saturday, as I mentioned in the last council meeting as well, there was a Healthy Kids Racing Series at Lombardi Field. So that was the first of 5 events over the next month that will be taking place at Lombardi at 3 o'clock on Saturdays. So I just wanted to encourage folks that if they do want to get involved, to have their kids involved in something in and around town, that there are another couple of weeks of that event left. You can look that up on Facebook. It's Healthy Kids Running Series, Overage, New Jersey. And then you can sign up your children to run on the race. It was great to see. There was probably I'd estimate about 50 to 60 kids there, from as little as, kindergarten running a 50-yard race, to the older kids running longer races. So it was a great event. I stopped over there in between Albridge Day, and then I'm also going to stop over there again this weekend. So just wanted to encourage folks to get out there, and also just to highlight another event that's going on in town. And this one is specifically put on by one of our residents. So just to highlight that, and that's all I had for tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes, I wanted to say, I was involved with the beach cleanups. It's been over 10 years that I've been doing them, and I did it with Council President Mary Sohar, Councilwoman Debbie Walker, and also Eric DePalma. And there were so many volunteers out doing different sections of the beach. And it's still sad that you see that people litter and they don't pick up after themselves, that we have to do this, but we do it willingly because we love our community and we want to keep the beaches clean, and also for the wildlife. And last, I would like to wish Councilman Mark Rizzoli a happy birthday. Today's his birthday. So I want to make sure that we wish him a happy birthday, that, they came out to a council meeting. I'm sure his wife had a big celebration for him planned.
Thank you. Mr. Merwin?
Oh, no, thank you.
Mr. Merwin did not have any comments. I apologize. Mr. Murphy?
Yes, I want to echo Eric DePalma's comments. This was one of by far the best Albridge Day I feel they ever had. And I also want to thank all of the township employees, and like the BMUA and all these other people that were there. They were all doing this out of volunteer work by themselves. And I want to thank all the people from Albridge. And what Mrs. Greenberg said, I agree. I didn't make this year's cleanup, but the last 2 years, the beach is pretty sloppy and nobody does pick up after themselves, and it is really needed. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Piscitty?
Yes, happy birthday, Mark. I didn't know it was your birthday, but yeah. Ms. Saboni, do we have our polling locations? Because I just went to training for the electronic poll books, and what that's going to enable us to do is we could do like town-wide voting, just a few polling locations. But I know the law hasn't been changed, so. What? Somebody say something? The law hasn't changed, so I guess we still have to maintain the same polling locations. Is that correct, as far as you know?
Yes, there's been no change in the number of polling locations. Our polling locations were confirmed and they will be the same as they were at our primary.
Okay, great. So the voters are actually are gonna witness something really nice our county has done. And what they did is they made our poll books electronic. So when you go into vote, eventually you're gonna be able to vote anywhere in the county. And that's eventually, but right now it's still basically the same. But when you go in, it's going to be all electronic. You're going to have all your information on an electronic device. Nothing's connected to the internet. It's all self-contained. And what happens is your information goes to the machine. So there's no room for error. So I got trained on Monday, and it looks really promising. It looks really, really cool. Really nice touch electronically. So I just want to alert the voters they're into that. All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
Mr. Rizzoli?
I just want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. Not giving my age up. Everybody else have a good night.
Ms. Walker?
Yes, happy birthday, Mark. I also went to the beach cleanup, and there were about 4 or 5 groups cleaning up different parts of the beach. They did a great job, and it's a great program, Mayor Henry's Clean Team. All these groups were able to earn some money, which is nice to get $500 for the cleanup for the day. And also, I attended Albridge Day, which was so successful this year. I just want to thank all the township employees for all their hard work at the beach cleanups, as well as Albridge Day.
Thank you. Council President Zohorear?
Yes, happy birthday, Mark. Many, many more. And again, just to echo that, you know, the Old Day was fantastic. There were so many familiar faces, and there was some really nice new faces too. New people moving into town, young people, children. It was really very vibrant. It was a great day. And the beach cleanup, again, a lot of familiar faces and new faces too. But every year, without fail, we get down there and really try to keep things, going for these beach cleanups. They're so important. And we thank every volunteer, like the Historical Society was there. There was so many different groups there out helping, and just very proud of our town. We're really very, very proud. Okay, next I'll ask for a motion for adjournment.
Move it.
Second,
Okay, moved by Councilwoman Greenberg Belli, second by Councilman Rizzoli.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. De Palma?
Yes.
Dr. Greenberg Belli?
Yes.
Mr. Merwin?
Yes.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes, and good night, everybody.
Mr. Piscitty?
Yes.
Mr. Rizzoli?
yes.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
President Zohorear?
Yes, thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Good night.